What is going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. We are getting started on our Vanquish VS4 10 transmission. First thing we want to do is get the top shaft put together, and it's a matter of sliding this little 1.5 by 8 millimeter pin in the shaft on the end away from the threads, and then we just slide the gear on just like that. And a couple bearings. What size are these? These are 5 by 10 by 4. That takes care of that. Pretty simple. And our idler gear gets 5 by 11 by 4 bearings on both sides. Pop those in. And you have the small little short shaft that's hollowed out. That goes through there. Just like that. Set him aside. Now we got our output drives. One of them is threaded, one of them is not. What size are these little screws? They are 2 by 6 by. I'm going to put a little Loctite thread locker on these. Get everything lined up there. Snug these down. Alright. That's pretty straightforward. Now we take our transmission half. Now I have a blue anodized transmission half here. It's exactly the same as the silver one, comes with the kit, it's just anodized blue. We want to slide our top shaft in there. And our idler. And of course, we want to get everything covered with grease. Put a layer all the way around. It'll transfer onto the other gears. I was going to install a dig unit on this. I still am, but I'm going to wait and get a few hours of runtime on the truck before, in its stock form, before I do that. It's fairly easy to install. Take the transmission apart and install it. So we have a, what size is this bearing? This is a 8 by 16 by 5. These go on either side. We can spin that. Get that grease worked around in there. Get the bearing on. Excuse me. Pop everything together. That's that easy. 4 3x25s. And our motor plate. Unfortunately, the motor plate isn't available in blue, and we want to put a little bit of thread locker on these. Snug them down. Alright. Make sure everything still spins freely. I can't even talk this morning. Everything is working good. Now, we have a little aluminum spacer that drops on. Then I have another pin. This is a, what is this? This is a 2x10mm pin. Slide him in there. There we go. Get him centered up. And then our slipper eliminator plate slides over. And a 4mm lock nut. Gotta kind of hold that, keep it from rotating, tighten that down. Alright. Everything still spins freely like it should. Excuse me once again. Now we have our spur gear. A bit more thread locker here. And some little button head. These are 3x6 button head screws. A little Loctite on those as well. 3 by 12 millimeter. And our spur gear guard. And again, we want to use thread locker on these. Line everything up there. Apologies if you hear a lot of noise in the background. The Hurricane Florence is about 230 miles away from me, and we're already getting some pretty good wind gusts. Expecting a lot of rain the next couple days. Maximum wind gusts, the last I heard, would be about 40 miles an hour around this area. So, worst part's going to be all the rain. I know it won't be anywhere near as bad as the coast, but I think they said up to 10-12 inches of rain around here over the next few days. Alright, everything is working just like it should. That's always a good thing. Now we have two, what size are they? M3 by 8. And two of these little washers for mounting our motor. I have the Holmes Hobbies 3300 kV brushless Trailmaster Pro motor. Kind of orient this so that the wires are going to be in the right place. Try to get all my fingers to work together. We don't want to tighten this yet, we just want to get it in place so we can get our pinion gear on. Here we have I believe it's a 13 tooth pinion, 32 pitch. Little thread locker on the set screw. You want to set it so that you're flush with the top of the spur gear. Tighten it down. All right. Take a little piece of paper. between them. And tighten your motor down. Alright, you should have a little play in between. You will work it around a few spots, make sure. That's actually a little bit tight. Well, no, it might be pretty good. About 1/10 of a millimeter in there. Alright, I think that's good. And now, the only thing left is our drive shaft ends. The long one goes to the rear, that's the side that the motor's on. We'll put a little thread locker on the threads of the pins. Your drive shaft pins that have threads down on what would be the bottom side, I guess. I hope everybody down at the coast has got out safely. The ones who decided to stay, I don't know. I don't understand that myself, but it's up to them. It's their decision. Alright, and that is our transmission. Pretty simple, straightforward. Like I said, I have the dig unit, the Vanquish dig unit here, and I picked up a high-tech HS 5645 MG metal gear servo. This is output torque 143 ounces at 4.8 volts. So that is plenty of power for what's required. I think they said you need about 125 inch-ounces of torque at least. So we should be good with that servo. Like I said, I'll put that on after I get a few hours of run time with this in its stock configuration. So that'll do it for this time. When we come back, I'll give you an update on where everything is at. I haven't got the body painted yet. I haven't really figured out a paint scheme for it yet. I don't know if I'll go solid color or multicolor, or I don't know. I've never done a whole lot of complicated paint jobs, so we'll figure that out a little later. So until next time, thanks for watching. Later.